them out to you as soon as possible. Okay, Dr. Patrick Treacy joins me on the line now. Patrick, good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Lindsay.
How's life?
Good, thank you.
You're not snowed in yet, are you?
No, I haven't seen too much about Dublin this morning, and certainly we don't want that back again, do we?
Well, I think we're going to get it back whether we want it or not, Patrick. I know a lot of there's a blanket of snow over the northeast of the country at the moment, and it is heading down our way, according to Met Éireann. It's a definite, not even a possibility, but a definite that it is coming. So how's life with the Ailesbury Clinic? Today we're talking about dermal fillers. Exactly what are these?
Dermal fillers, believe it or not, are the most popular procedure in cosmetic medicine, if not of the whole of the cosmetic enhancement industry. And because dermal fillers are even more popular than Botox. And dermal fillers are substances that, when they're injected into the skin, they usually go into areas of deep folds and wrinkles. Those type of lines that we call static facial lines and folds. The ones that don't come and go as change expression. And I suppose the work in many ways to create a situation that's similar to a facelift, and certainly in the right hands that can do that type of thing. The work chiefly as a substitute for lost collagen and fat underneath the skin, and certainly depending on the skill of the proceduralist, you can do many things that things like Botox can't. You can change your mid-face, you can give yourself greater cheeks, you can cause a process we call volumization. I suppose the reason that the dermal filler field is booming is because the effects are immediate, the procedure doesn't involve any real surgery, and the costs are comparatively reasonable with very few side effects.
How long do they last?
Okay, well, that's a very good question. The sort of, I suppose, questions a consumer should be aware of is, number one, as you say, how long does it last? Number two, what it's made of. Number three, where is it injected? I suppose number four, and many treatments are needed. And number five, whether any skin testing is required, or is there a risk of hypersensitivity? And these change with the different substances that are used, Lindsay, really.
Okay, but a lot of the stars that you see on TV and the actors and the models, I mean, they get a lot of these into their cheeks to give them that roundness, don't they?
Yes. There's no doubt about it. Okay, well, there's certainly a couple of different fillers on the market, and it's really consumer beware, because there have been a lot of problems over the years with a lot of dermal fillers, and Europe in many ways has been used as a testing ground by companies for bringing products that wouldn't certainly been allowed in the United States. It has given us a cultural advantage that we're at least 5 to 6 years ahead of the United States. A lot of the products we brought in 1996 didn't get used in America in 2005 until 2007. But broadly, we find now that it's what has been driven by consumers here and has been driven by medicine. We've ended up with the same thing on both sides of the Atlantic. And basically they follow a pattern, and that is, if it's very close to what's in the body already, the body tends to leave it alone.
Yeah.
So America made the fault of chasing collagen, and as a consequence of that, took it to the extent that they were getting it from cattle feet, from calves, or from roosters' combs. So the two big things, of course, that came in the last 10 years were both mad cow disease and avian flu. So if they depicted two wrong ones that had the potential for spreading virus, but anyway, it got them across the water. But that's what gave Europe a major cultural advantage over the years. So the one that we had chased was hyaluronic acid. And hyaluronic acid is a product, it's like the sea that collagen swims around in the body. We can genetically engineer this. This was done first in 1996 in Sweden. And this goes into the area around the nasolabial folds. It lasts from 6 to 9 months, depending on where you're putting it in. And it's fantastic from the point of view that its problem rate is only 1 in 10,000. The consumer would know this as products like Restylane, Juvederm, Theosil, and now there's a great one out by Galderma. And Galderma is the biggest dermatological company in the world, and they've brought out Emmervel. And this is becoming very popular because it seems to last somewhat longer than some of their competitors. I suppose the problem rate with dermal fillers from hyaluronic acid is as low as 1 in 10 to 1 in 20,000. And because Galderma are the biggest dermatological company in the world, I suppose there's a sense of security there that comes with also QMed from Sweden are very, very safe. So I suppose the vast majority of the patients that did yesterday were broken down into tear troughs. A lot of people like injections in around their eyes when they begin to look a little puffy, and that can make them look tired. So I had about 3 or 4 of those had cheek enlargement, but the vast majority were just people getting dermal fillers put into the bottom part of their mouth to point them up again so they don't look sad anymore. Yeah. That's in the marionette lines, and the nasolabial lines. That makes you look younger because you can just push up the middle fat pad.
Good stuff.
People say Botox makes you look fresher, but dermal fillers make you look younger, and I think that's a fair comparison of both.
Okay, Patrick, a pleasure to talk to you. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks, Lindsay.
Good morning, Dr. Patrick Treacy from the Ailesbury Clinic. ailesburyclinic.ie is the website.
Dublin's weather.
Okay, bitterly cold with